I gotta keep you up here. Fire!
Commander.
Behemoth here. Let's move you. Okay.
Roger that.
Ah, there we go. Right arm destroyed. His PPC's gone. Beautiful. Let's move you around. So all this guy that has left is short-range missiles. So let's do a precision strike on him. Let's aim for that leg. Left leg destroyed. Timber. Very nice. All right, Decker.
Ready for orders.
Let's come over here.
Roger that.
Precision strike on that.
Firing. Full complement on enemy.
I'm hoping to get that right leg destroyed so we can salvage it. Fire the lasers! Oh man. Meh.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Not bad though.
Mission
successful. Not bad. Not bad. Ah, dang it. This game is very tactical, which I really do like. Alright, so contract payment increased by 10%. Contract payment increased by 20%. Not bad. No injuries, no major structural damage. Oh yeah, that was real good. That was really good. What wallpaper? That one? Yes. Alright, what am I gonna salvage? I don't really want to worry about that too much. Don't really want a locust. Let's get 2 panther pieces, because they actually could be fine. Could be decent in the end. Alright, so let's confirm these. Let's see what we get for random. Oh, almost had it. Machine guns. I can actually get rid of those. I can sell those. I don't really care too much about that. In before XCOM, Miss Champagne. In before XCOM. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see for sure. Contract the Rimward Frontier. Alright, everyone, gather around. Our last task. I bit the bullet and started fishing around for uncertified contracts, and I I repeat, might have caught us something. Who's the client? Unknown. She didn't ID herself in the message, but she claims to be a member of the Canopian elite. She says that she's got a big job lined up and she wants us for it. Us specifically. She called the commander out by name. She called me out by name? How would she even know that about us in the first place? It isn't like we're drowning in publicity out here. I'm sorry, I'm going for this one. She's got good taste in mercenaries, whoever she is. Sure, I'll show it again. There you go, Yoriichi. That's the one that I have. That's one of my many backgrounds that rotates. This all sounds perfectly legitimate and not at all suspicious. You're certain the client isn't a bounty hunter? As I can list off about 5 different banks that'd love to repossess this ship. We're shopping for uncertified contracts behind the review board's back. Yang. Hell no, I'm not certain. But for what it's worth, I can confirm that she's rich. She reached out to us with a priority HPG message, and those ain't cheap. Those things ain't cheap. HPG. Hyperpulse generator. The hyperpulse generator, or HPG, is a device capable of sending terabytes of compressed information from one point to another at faster than light speeds. All modern HPG arrays are owned and operated by Comstar. Dude, that is... I'd love to see some of this tech actually become a reality. Of course, I'd love the mechs to be real, too. We'll meet the new mystery client, and that's all we'll do until we've heard her pitch. That's fair, Commander. We need to follow up on this, but that doesn't mean that we can't be cautious. A meeting is just a meeting. What's the worst that could happen? Our new client vents us out of the airlock, and our corpses spend the rest of forever tumbling through the icy vastness of space. Thanks for the delightful image, Yang. Look, Draco, I'll admit this is sketchy as hell, but it's also the best lead we're likely to find. If you want to follow up, plot a course of... Hey, we're already here. Alright, financial report is in 1 day. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Let it skip forward to the next
financial report for you, Commander.
Alright, end of the month funds. I had 1,999,835 credits, operating expenses 244,000 C-bills, and then our current funds are now 855,835 C-bills. Alright, not too bad. You know, let's just keep it normal for now, and we'll worry about that later. Dang, she's out for 24 days. How's our mechs looking? Oh, and I'm gonna be doing some tapping out for a while, so I'm gonna put it on windowed mode for now. And I'm actually going to do it on a different resolution. Let's do it on this resolution. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Let's enable this. Don't need anything, don't know. Nope. Why has the spider got some rear armor? I thought I removed all the rear armor for some of these. Let me refit this one. Strip the armor, max the armor. If I keep everybody in front of me, I don't have to worry about back armor. Dang. Maybe 140 there. Let's go ahead and pump this up. There we go. I like that. Confirm that. Confirm.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
Okay. Let's retrofit you. Alright, that's actually good.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Let's go to the store. What can we do for selling? Partial mech trebuchet. This is still very tempting, but we're still low on money, so we can't exactly do that.
Kick off your shoes. Make yourself comfortable.
Really? Alright, let's check out these contracts. Priority mission, benefactor. Well, we are already here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and deploy this. Benefactor, in orbit, Belleron. Anne Maria Centrale. Mr. Oliveira, thank you for honoring my request to meet. I am Anne Maria Centrala. You've heard of my family, I'm sure. Lady Centrala, this is a surprise. I wouldn't expect a member of the Canopian royal family to even know who we are, let alone approach us in a non-traditional manner. Oh, this game is great. I mean, there are some parts here I wish were voice acted, but it's still so much. This is not a traditional contract, and I don't need Comstar asking questions. Please, there's no reason to involve the Mercenary Review Board. I already know that I want to hire you. Have I piqued your interest, DracoAsier? My interest, sure, but I need to hear details before I'm willing to commit to anything. Of course, DracoAsier, I expect nothing less. The job I have for you is relatively simple. I need you to recover something for me, and I need it done quietly. In exchange for your service, I will pay down the interest on your rather sizable loans and buy you the breathing room you've been looking for. A fair deal, wouldn't you say? How do you know about you know what? It doesn't matter. Just tell us what we're supposed to be recovering. This. Latest Centrana's image is replaced on the screen by a grainy photo of an enormous grounded dropship. Ramshackle structures clinging to it like barnacles. She's a derelict vessel, an Argo, one of only 2 ever made. For over 200 years, she's been lying in state on Axilus, a pirate moon in the heart of the frontier. I want her, and you're going to bring her to me. Yeah, and how exactly are we supposed to do that? I mean, that's a big ship, and she just looks half cannibalized for parts. Look, you can see her ribs in the photo. I'm as enthusiastic about money as the next guy, but I'm a mech tech, not an aerospace engineer. I'll be damned if I can get that thing flying again. What do you mean about an update with my fanfiction account? Relax, Mr. Ventarian. I have engineering staff on hand to attend to the Argo. Their leader, Dr. Farah Murden, has built quite a reputation for herself in the frontier. You'll find a jump ship waiting for you at Alloway. It will carry you to the pirate moon, where you'll clear a path to the crash site. No, I haven't done an update on that in a while. Give me 1 second. I haven't. Last time I updated that was the 10th of March. This should be well within your capabilities, Commander Sir. Unless I've come to the wrong company, of course. I know pirates better than most. You won't find anyone better suited to this job than me. See, I like that. Well, then you missed chapter 30. Then I can see no reason why you shouldn't accept my offer. Do the job well enough, and there will be more work waiting for you upon your return. Mr. Oliveira will never find a better opportunity than the one I'm offering. CommanderAsier, I can promise you that. She isn't wrong, Draco. We're looking for a lifeline, and I think this is the closest we're gonna get. We can handle anything you throw at us, Lady Centrella. I aim to prove that to you on Axilus. Very good. I look forward to your contract. To your contract to Mr. Oliveira. One last thing, CommanderAsier. The stories of your unsavory past are well known within the Magistry. I'm taking a risk by hiring you on, but I'm convinced that I'm making the right call. Don't prove me wrong. The contract is ready to review in the command center. We should follow up when you think you are ready. All right. So I am. So what do I go into contracts? Contract has 18-day travel. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to, when she gets to 17 days, is when we'll go. 19. Banging noises draw your attention to the mech warrior barracks, where you find Behemoth disassembling one of the leopard's internal walls. There are already several panels neatly stacked beside her. She pauses and explains, "There's a few cubic meters of dead space back here. I'm making room so we can stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as it sounds, the banks aren't going to like you modifying their property." Oh yeah, I always do. That's what I always have that picture. Why? I lose 20,000 bills, but I increase morale. Yeah, morale! Alright, so one more day. Alright. Alright, so let's accept this and travel. Dude, look how much money that is. 1.1 million? Oh, yes. Alright,
Roger that, Commander.
let's go.
Course plotted.
Yes, soon to be dragon on camera. I'm working on that. I don't have my camera yet. But that's coming soon. Alright. Alright, away we go. Alright, glitch is back. Glitch is back. We have arrived, and are you ready to proceed with our contract? Let's proceed. I'm setting course for Lady Centrella's jump ship. It's strange, though. This moon it's taking us to Axilus doesn't appear on any of my maps, which leads me to wonder, where exactly are we going? How do they tend to get us there? Sure. Actually, I need to take a quick be right back anyways. I gotta get myself some extra drinks. So, without further ado, I will be right back, and we'll continue here shortly. Well, Yoroichi, this is me pretending to be said mercenary mech. I mean, they can't have dragons in every single game, you know, because there aren't that many of us that actually do it. So they do to the common denominator, which is humans. But this is me, as if I was there in said mech suit, battle mech, and yes, that's me drinking some whiskey, and I got a bobblehead of somebody special, also there to my right, or your left. Hold on. Alright, and so, let's go back in. Several hours later, Uncharted Space. Now, the couch one is for if it's just a generic game. Do you want to see the couch one? Because I can show that real quick. Alright, hold on. Let's go back to that Be Right Back screen. And then let's easily do off. And then this. There we go. And actually, a better picture of it would probably be if I did this. End of stream, maybe? Nope, because I have everything in the way. There we go. That's probably the best you're going to get. Alright, so back to the game. It was one hell of a rough ride. My stomach is still doing somersaults. That's because those crazy bastards used a pirate point to get us here. If we'd suffer a misjump, our sour stomachs would be the least of our concerns. The leopard could have gotten irreparably mangled. Hell, we could have been irreparably mangled. The cautionary holovids they showed us at the academy were the stuff of nightmares. When exactly did you realize that Centura's jump ship crew was planning on doing? We're mercenaries. Our jobs carry an assumption of risk. Amen to that. You're the commander, stow the complaints, and pay attention. We got a job to discuss. A grainy map of a barren moon fills your view screen. A section of the image has been highlighted in white. The Argo's crash site is here, smack dab in the middle of a pirate stronghold. The ship, the stronghold, everything around it belong to a self-styled bandit queen called Grim Sybil. Her gang is the closest thing that Axelis has to a ruling council. Grim Sybil. Is that supposed to be scary? It sounds like some kind of name you choose out of a hat. What do their defenses look like? They're pretty patchy at best. I don't think that Axelis gets lots of visitors. They have strong anti-air cover, but little in the way of ground-based defenses. I'm seeing a lot of vehicles, but battle mech activity looks light. Define light battle mech activity. What are we talking about exactly? I can't put an exact number on it. All I have are surface scans to go on. From what data I do have, I'd expect the pirates to be able to field a full lance of light battle mechs, all of them in poor repair. And there are mixed reports of something bigger. That will be Grim Sybil's mech. I don't have any information on tonnage or armament, but given the shape that everything else is on Axelis, I'd imagine it would be held together with chewing gum and ball wire. What else do we have on Grim Sybil before today? I've never heard of her. Yeah, I hadn't either. Centralla's intel says that Grim Sybil mostly stays put on Axelis, but she's got at least a dozen pirate gangs operating under her banner, so she might have something going for her. Sybil's bio is pretty sparse. There isn't a lot of meat here. Just a note that she came up under Lady Paula Travilla, the pirate queen of the Tortuga Dominions. I guess that's impressive, having a personal connection to Lady Deathanol. Paula Travella was born in the pirate kingdom of Tortuga Dominions and rose through the ranks to become supreme leader of its legions in 3015. Her reputation for bravado and cruelty inspires devotion in her followers as much as it does fear in her enemies. Okay. Lady Death, really, I swear, these pirates' names are killing me. You don't know the half of it, Yang. Spend a few years hanging out with my old friends, and believe me, you'll hear worse. Gotta go with that. One of these days, you're gonna have to tell me more about your past, boss. Actually, check that. I don't want to know. I'm not sure I want to know. Darius, is there anything else worth mentioning in that file, or can we go back to talking about the mission? Well, it looks like Travella and Sybil had a falling out. That's nothing terribly surprising, given the Pirate Queen's track record. Sybil managed to survive somehow, good on her, and she's been living on Oxylis ever since. The rest of the report is just a rap sheet. Apparently, our bandit queen has racked up an astonishing number of kills over the years, mostly against merchants and freighter crews, but kills all the same. She likes to get her hands dirty, and she knows her way around a battle mech. That's all I've got. So the pilots have vehicles and turrets and maybe a few battle mechs. Got it. Keep going. The entire structure is surrounded by radar-guided anti-aircraft guns. Your first task will be to take down the radar towers so that Sumiri can approach the derelict. After you've secured the crash site, she'll dock with the Argo and drop off the engineering team. And then they'll miraculously get a 200-year-old wreck flying again. Lady Centrella has set a massive stack of C-bills has bet a massive stack of C-bills that they will. For what it's worth, I believe that her chief engineer can pull it off. I've never heard of Dr. Fairland before Lady Centrella mentioned her, but I did some digging after our meeting. She was telling the truth. The doc has quite a reputation. It's supposed to be some kind of frontier engineering wonderkind, and a genius at bringing dead ships back to life. We'll see. I wouldn't expect to find a really top-notch engineer this far outside the Combine. Hopefully, Dr. Morand will defy that particular stereotype. We'll find out one way or another. Good hunting, Draco. I'll be keeping an eye from up here. All right, we got ourselves our first story mission, as far as I can tell. All right, Glitch, you're coming back in. Medusa, take a timeout. Barracks. Yes, barracks. Can I do any upgrading on you? No, I can't. I gotta wait.
What can I do for you?
For you, nope. Any for you, nope.
Standing
Any
by.
for you, nope.
Ready for orders.
I think for her, I'm gonna go guts and piloting. Yeah. Okay. Back to here. Back to contracts. Oops. No. No, actually, it is there. Deploy. Really, it's actually going to do that? Wow. If you say so. All right. I've already heard everything, so let's just breeze through this. Do that. Alright, Glitch, get yourself back in here. We're gonna need you. Sensor lock is gonna be good. Alright. Here we go. Prepare for launch.